Hello everyone, it's your options guy. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to cover Palantir, and then we're going to go over basically the option flows and what's going on with the options with Palantir. Basically we're going to review what happened with options from yesterday and from today, and then just try to figure out what's going on with the bulls versus the bears, and try to see which calls are coming in more, which puts are coming in more, because I know a lot of you are like, when is this gonna be 40 already, or when is this gonna be 30? So and like almost every time we start going back up, then it starts coming back down. So we're gonna cover in detail kind of like what's going on with Palantir and the options, and we're gonna do some quick technical analysis just to try to figure out like kind of the trend, and try to analyze like what's gonna happen next based on this data and stuff. So let's get into it. All right, but first I want to emphasize that I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes. I'm just going over the data the way I see it, and basically just speaking my thoughts and opinion. And if you like this content, make sure to give a like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. All right, let's get into it. So as you can see here, this is basically the bullish flow of today, and Apple has been kind of dominating with calls lately. So I think Apple is, based on what I've seen with Apple, is that it's been going up like a good amount, and it seems like it's gonna stay well above to 125 this week. But anyways, today it's not about Apple, it's about Palantir. So as you can see, Palantir is down here with 45 orders today and about 3.6 million in premium bets with calls. On the bearish flow, Palantir is right here for 1.8 million. So this is just for today though. So I wanted to break it down a little bit further, but before I go into that, let me just show you guys some quick analysis on what's going on with where the big money is coming in, so that way you can just take a quick look. So for today, there wasn't any like big orders. I think the biggest one was 302 for 820 expiration at 26 strike. And well, there's the data that for today, so you can see that, analyze it however you want. But let's take a quick look at the bearish flow today. It wasn't that much compared to the calls, but anyways, so as you can see, there's big money here on this actually came in today, so big money here. 2023 though is kind of like a long out expiration, but anyway, so don't want to talk about this that much. What I want to cover is basically this this breakdown. So basically I took down the breakdown of all the orders that came in from yesterday and today, and then I kind of just broke it down to try to compare like how many calls are coming in, how many puts are coming in, and what's the average strikes between the calls and puts. So ultimately it came down to this. So based on all the orders that came in on the 15th and 16th, in total calls, like in total like amount of like premium spent for those calls, I gathered that it was around 1.5 million. One more thing that I forgot to mention is I'm only looking at the expiration for this week, for March 19th, because I'm interested to know like where it's gonna go within this week. So we're looking at expiration for this week only, and for the orders that came in from yesterday and today. So in total calls, it's about 1.5 million, and total puts is 2.2. So as you can see, there's more money being poured in for puts for this week expiration. So the average put strike that I gathered was 29.3. So basically the bears are saying that this is not gonna pass 29.3 by March 19 expiration, which is this week, and the bulls are saying that it will be above 20 or 26 or above 26 by this week as well. So there's kind of like the breakdown of like the bears bet, the average bet, and then the bulls bet, and that's the money that's coming in, and that's the breakdown just for this expiration. Keep in mind, it's for this expiration. I'm not gonna go over like other expiration and everything in detail. We're just trying to figure out what's happening with this week, especially because Palantir was rising, or it was coming back last week, and it seemed like things were going well, and then all of a sudden like we come into just yesterday, and then it just kind of like goes down. It's been holding up for like somewhat pretty good, but then I noticed that I think it's because like the whole Fed Fed meeting and everything, it kind of like tanked some of the high tech stocks. So like somewhere in the middle of the day, like the tech stocks just started dipping, and I think it was because of like the Fed meeting and everything. But either way, that's the breakdown that I see. So basically, it might stay between 26-29. We'll see. But let's take a quick look at some technical analysis. All right, so if we take a look over here, so this is basically the graph that I've been analyzing with for Palantir. So as you can see, we were basically on this falling wedge not that long ago, and it was falling for a while. So this is kind of like what a falling wedge looks like. As you get closer and closer to these lines kind of like intersecting, then there should be like a breakout. So that's kind of what we had. We had a breakout right here. So these lines were getting close, and it was touching this strong support at 2260. So, and it kind of broke that support, but it didn't pass this other support line right here, this yellow line. Anyway, so we bounced off of there and we broke out of this wedge, and now we're in like this rising wedge type of situation. So as you can see here, basically it's right now it's bouncing within this wedge. So we'll see tomorrow, like if it's gonna bounce back up and try to hit this above wedge over here, or this above line over here on the wedge, or if it's gonna break out. If it breaks out from this wedge right here, then we can start falling all the way down back probably to like the next support line, which I think is around 2260. But let's take a quick look at some other technicals. So this is the RSI for, let's look at the 1 month. So here's the RSI for the 1 month. So as you can see, we basically just kind of like went down, and we're kind of in a good range for the RSI, I think. So usually if it's down here, it has definitely a lot more room to grow. Basically what this shows is as you get closer to 70, you're getting close to like the overbought range, and then there's like a pullback that usually happens. So you see how over here it touched the 70, came back down, over here it touched the 70, came back down. So usually when you touch 70 or go over 70, there's usually like a pullback. And down here, if you pass this 30 range, then that's kind of an oversold indicator. So as you can see here, it was oversold and then shot back up, and same thing with here, oversold, shot back up. So right now we're kind of like in the sweet spot, kind of like a little bit in the middle, and I think it has a lot more room for growth versus going down, but that's just what I'm seeing. And now let's take a look at the MACD. So the MACD in the 1 month chart, the blue line is underneath. So if the blue line is underneath that, and if the blue line is about to start crossing with this orange line, that's usually a good indicator that a bullish trend is going to happen. So as you can see here, the blue line's underneath, and then it crosses, and then boom, shoots up. Same thing if the blue line is up above and then starts crossing, then it's usually like an indicator that's going to start dropping. So that's just kind of like how it goes. So that's basically my analysis. So remember, this is just my analysis, my opinion, thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's basically the breakdown that I see. So tomorrow will be a good confirmation if we're still playing around within this wedge right here. If we shoot back up, then I think the next line of resistance is definitely 27 or 2760 around there. So that's definitely like a good line of resistance. So we'll see if we can break that. But then again, if we break this lower wedge line right here, then it could form a falling wedge again. So we'll see tomorrow what happens. We're definitely like really close within this wedge area. But anyways, all in all, so that's my analysis. That's basically what I see. We do have the double click event coming up, so overall I think that's a pretty good catalyst that might push Palantir up. I don't know how far up it'll push. Sometimes Palantir just shoots up like 10-20% out of nowhere, so that could definitely happen, especially as we get closer and closer to the double click event. We might have somewhat of a repeat of like demo day that happened last time. But usually if that were to happen, usually for catalysts, I believe it's usually like a 1 or 2 week kind of pump that happens before the catalyst. As you get closer to the catalyst, then that's when, like, you know, the hype or whatever starts falling. But anyway, so that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please give a like. If you like this content and want to keep following me on my the daily videos that I do showing the bullish flow, the bearish flow, and I'm definitely gonna try making these on a daily just to show you guys, like, keep you updated with what's going on with the options and technical analysis. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you guys in the next video.